A question posed in a meeting with WFISD board members today asked what future do local high schools have under this upcoming bond issue. The answer is they may not have one.
Yeah, that seems to be where the long-range facility plan is headed. Shatanya Clark sat in on the district's work session on this plan. She joins us now.
Well, Shatanya, schools might survive as middle schools, but the consensus seems to be that Old High simply has served its purpose and would be so-called retired. What exactly does retire mean in this case?
Well, Melanie, it could mean sold or used for storage or other uses for the district, or it could mean torn down. The plans being discussed that the bond would pay for would eliminate the 3 existing high schools and repurpose Hershey and Ryder as middle schools. But still to be determined is a question that may be up to voters to decide. Will the district have 1 super high school or 2 new high schools?
They come from all over the city.
Now that phase 4 of a 5-step plan has been completed through the passing of the tax ratification election last month, the WFISD school board is working toward making a decision on the long-range facility plan that could lead to a bond election in November.
I want what Wichita Falls wants. Whatever our community will support, that's what we need to give them.
We're not trying to fix just one problem at one campus, but we're trying to take a global perspective of our district and our facilities and looking forward to the needs of our students over the next 20+ years.
The meeting was just a work session, so no decision was made, and there is still a long way to go in the discussion. But board members have a clearer vision of what the future could look like, which includes 2 different high school models. In the 1 high school model, the idea is to build a new high school, turn Hershey and Ryder into middle schools, and renovate Barwise and keep it as a middle school. Booker T. Washington Elementary would remain an elementary school and be renovated and enlarged. The 2 high school model includes 2 new high schools, with Hershey, Ryder, and Booker T becoming middle schools and Barwise remaining a middle school.
If we can offer the voters 2 options, yes or no. If you vote yes, is it option A or option B? I think that would be ideal, because that way our community can decide this is what they'd like.
Kurt says deciding if the voters want a 1 high school or 2 high school city is the biggest roadblock at the moment. And he adds that it will cost more to renovate the current 3 high schools rather than building 1 new school. Plans for elementary schools are also being discussed.
A major piece of this plan that we've seen today is to repurpose McNeil Middle School into an elementary school, and then do quite a bit of renovation at a number of the other elementary schools around the district.
The entire board is eager for a decision to be made, because in order to put a bond issue before district voters in November, they must finalize a plan by August 19th. And to see the school board's long-range facility plan for the school district, to follow the link inside this story on TexomasHomepage.com.
All right, a lot of information today, Shatanya, but thank you so much.
Yeah, this is not the first time the district has gone to voters for a decision on what to do with the aging and underutilized high schools.
In 2014, a $125 million bond proposed building a new high school to consolidate Ryder and Wichita Falls High School, and almost 75% of voters rejected it.
Well, over on Facebook, we want to know if you'd be for or against retiring or closing Old High as part of a bond issue. 40% of you say you'd be for of it at this point. 60% though say against. Tell us what you think. You can find this poll by searching KFDX on Facebook.